Oh my. All right, there we are. Can you hear me? I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Right. Okay. Okay. Well, here we are. I don't know if you can see me with the lighting. I got my LEDs working again. So that's pretty cool. Red. Red's more visible. Color. What color? I kind of want to go the dark blue. Kind of harder to see though, to be fair. We'll run the light blue. Here we are, Kenobi Killer Awards, the debut annual Kenobi Killer Awards 2021. Thank you guys for participating because it's been awesome, amazing. It took me so much time to fill out, especially round one. Let me just scoot over a little bit. There we are. A little bit more. Yeah, it took me so much time to fill out, especially round one. So thank you guys for responding. We had quite a few responses, which was cool. Smashed my expectations of how many I thought I was actually going to get. Okay, let me just get the croaky chair out of the way. Yeah, and then round two, pretty much the exact same. Shorter deadline, got almost the same amount of results in. So tonight, Merry Christmas, guys, as well, Christmas Eve. Love to hear it, love to see it. Tonight I will be running through the top 3 overall winners / award recipients of each category. So top 3 award recipients winners of each category. There are a lot of ties. Yeah, so that's what fans wanted. And then I'll be giving my top 3 of each category as well. So I'll run this pretty short, probably about 40 minutes max. Tough deadline to run by at the moment tonight for me. So we'll make it pretty short. Either way, there'll be a video coming out creating the winners, probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, get psyched. Check out my Tears Don't Fall if you haven't already. Came out today. Took me a long time. Absolutely love it. Third installment, third track of my full album, clean vocal cover of Bullet My Valentine's for Poison. My favorite album in the world. Tears Don't Fall, my favorite song in the world. Check it out. Check it out now on the channel. Already got her virtual sides and 4 words to check one up. Okay, well, let's get stuck right into it. So, first category, biggest surprise. Our finalists that made it through the top 8: Convictions, I Won't Survive, Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood, Korn, Start the Healing, Structures, None of the Above, Terror, Arrows, Tetrarch, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll just number 11 by the way, Unstable, Thornhill, Casanova, and Void of Vision, The Lonely People. Now, these are the finals that were voted in from round 1 by you guys into the finals, round 2. If you missed out on voting, I'm sorry, it's all closed now. I can't do anything about that. If you did vote, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Helps the channel out and get the fans want to say. Yeah, shows what the fans want to say, what you guys want to say. This is pretty much just like a result of the year, wrapping up from December 1st, 2020 to December 1st, 2021 in music. So anything before that or after that, yeah, it can't be included. That's next year's or other year's part, but only started it this year. So, yeah. Okay, so third place, we have a 3-way tie, equal third, Korn, Start the Healing, Structures, None of the Above, and Tetrarch, Unstable. So each of these with 0%, no votes in the finals, but they made it through round 1, which automatically means that all equal thirds. A Korn, Start the Healing, Structures, None of the Above, a Tetrarch, Unstable, 3-way tie, each with 0%, no votes in the finals, but made it through round 1. Second place, Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood, and Terror, Arrows, equal second, 2-way tie, each with 12.5% of the votes. So there you go. yeah, second place. So surprised someone voted for Terror Arrows. Love Terror, a Victorian Australian band. Very small as well. So super surprised there. Arrows came out like November 26th or something. So boom, like crazy that got in. So people know who Terror are. That's awesome. I love Terror. And obviously Ink, Nice Night Kill, Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Hollywood. It's for biggest surprise as well. So two-way tie, each with 12.5% of the votes. Number one, the biggest surprise of the year. We have again another tie, three-way tie, all in equal first. Convictions, I Won't Survive. Thornhill, Casanova, and Void of Vision, The Lonely People. Equal first through a tie, each with 25%, a quarter of the votes. So there you go. Convictions, I Won't Survive, Thornhill, Casanova, and Void of Vision, The Lonely People finish and round off first place for the biggest surprise of the year. Each with 25%, a quarter of the votes each. So that's pretty crazy. Personally, here we are. My top three are third place, Taladin. 2, second, Katardan, No Longer Room for Us. And first, Convictions, I Won't Survive. Love Tala, love Katardan, love Convictions. Tala are my second favorite band. Convictions are my third. Katardan are my, let's check real quick. I think they are my sixth favorite band. So very, very, very good. And Katardan only have 5 songs in their discography, and Tala have like an album and a single. So yeah. Yeah, so there's my top three. Tala, Taladin, Katardan, No Longer Room for Us, and Convictions, I Won't Survive. Yeah, so first place, the official results. Convictions, I Won't Survive, Thornhill, Casanova, and Void of Vision, The Lonely People. Loved Void of Vision, The Lonely People. Loved it. So good. Yeah, it's like 270 something, I think, in my hottest 1,000 players, which is about my favorite 1,500 songs or so in order out of my main playlist of all my collected songs with like 5.6k. So that's crazy. And Convictions, I Won't Survive, that entire album rounded out like my top 102 or something. So I absolutely love Convictions. Love them. Like I said, they are my third favorite band. And I Won't Survive is my favorite album from them, and in my opinion, the best album. And yeah, next category, Best New Blood, Rising Star. So the finalists, the top 6 were Dragged Under, Ephemere, Falstaff, Scion, Tala, and myself, Thom Kenobi. Don't know how. I only put myself in there because obviously, I mean, like, I'm in the industry, I guess. And the fact of, I mean, like, you guys probably want to vote for me. I'm not expecting myself to get up there at all. Not even the finals in round 2. But for some reason, you guys voted for me. As a joke, I'm guessing. I don't think anything is seriously, unless it's like album cover art, single cover art in this case. Yeah, but I've been voted for, so I don't really agree with what half the fans said. Yeah, that's why I have my top 3. Best New Blood, Rising Star, there you go. Top 6, Dragged Under, Ephemere, Falstaff, Scion, Tala, and myself. So third place, there actually weren't enough contestants since there was a 4-way tie for first place. So pretty crazy stuff. Second place, Ephemere and Scion. So equal second, 2-way tie, each with 0% no votes in the finals, but made it through round 1. That's Ephemere and Scion rounding out second place for Best New Blood, Rising Star. First place, the best new blood in the entire industry the past year. 4-way tie, as I said before. Equal first, Dragged Under, Falstaff, Tala, and myself somehow. Don't know how. Each with 25%, a quarter of the votes. So that is very super divided. This entire comp is super divided. So Drag Thunder, Falstaff, Tala, and myself as a four-way tie for equal first, each with 25% of the votes. Personally, my top three, third, of Sulphur, the best new blood. They are a pretty small, rising up there, kind of like Conviction's fan base, 30k or so, 40k monthly listeners on Spotify. Of Sulphur, a small deathcore band. Catardon, very small as well. You've heard them already in the last one. Have an EP and 2 singles. Their EP is like one of my favorite EPs ever. So yeah, they're my second best new blood, and Tala are my number one. So top three of Sulphur, Catardon, and Tala. That's personally for me. Tala are great. I love pretty much everything they put out. Vanilla Paste, the single this year, dropped off quite a bit for me. Just doesn't beat a lot of other songs, but it's so great, and it's like my 900th favorite song ever. So compared to their Metrifugy album, which is like all top 50. So yeah. Next one, best collab / feature. The top 6 finalists. We have Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood, featuring Will Ramos. Desertion, Colors, feat Brendan Murphy. Make Them Suffer, Contraband, feat Courtney LaPlante, Spirit Box. Will Ramos is Longshore as well. I'm not sure where Brendan Murphy's from. Of Sulphur, Oblivion, feat Tim Lambesis. Rock and Roll Queen, Holy Breaker, feat Aaron Matz. He is ex-Betraying the Martyrs, now 1056. Tala, Vanilla Paste, feat Garrett Hood, AJ Channer, Tom Barber, ex Lorna Shore. There's some like Darko US in there. The rest, I don't even remember. 5 from the Gods or something, yeah. Guerrilla Warfare. Yeah. Third, we have another tie, 2-way tie. Equal third, Of Sulphur, Oblivion, feat Tim Lambesis, and Rock and Roll Queen, Holy Breaker, feat Aaron Matz, each with 12.5% of the votes for best collab / feature. So that's Of Sulphur, Oblivion, and Rock and Roll Queen, Holy Breaker. Second place, definitive, no tie. Tala, Vanilla Paste, feat Garrett Hood, AJ Channer, and Tom Barber, polling with 25%, a quarter of the votes. Tala seem to have an absolutely crazy cult following. I'm part of that. But like in these awards, the cult following, everyone's voted for Tala, especially first round. Everything with Tala was the tip of everything, top of everything, and they were in a lot of categories. And they're there, so expect something big from them. And Rock and Roll Queen, they surprisingly snuck through last round, had some votes, and they made it to third position, and they got voted for again. First place for the best collab / feature of the entire year, Make Them Suffer, Contraband, feat Courtney LaPlante, Spirit Box, polling with 50%, half of the entire votes at the they are the most votes. We've had yet the most amount of votes. So they're going to Make Them Suffer, Contraband, feat Courtney LaPlante. Love it. 200th something favorite song ever. Love it. My top 3 personally, Make Them Suffer, Contraband, feat Courtney LaPlante, third. Second, Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood, feat Will Ramos. Surprisingly, didn't even get a vote, which was like, what? And Desertion, Colors, feat Brendan Murphy, didn't get a vote either. So that's understandable because they're super small and they only have like a 1 EP, I think. Maybe a couple of singles. Yeah. So I didn't expect people to know for them, but people voted for them for round 1. So cha-ching ching, Desertion are making money. Yeah. Second, Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood, feat Will Ramos, and first, Of Sulphur, Oblivion, feat Tim Lambesis. My 20th favorite song of all time. Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood, feat Will Ramos is like 63. Make Them Suffer, Contraband, feat Courtney LaPlante, third in my top 3. He's like 200 or something. We'll move on to the next category, which is Music Video of the Year, Best Music Video. Top 7 finalists: Bullet for My Valentine, Parasite; Bullet for My Valentine, Shatter; Dragged Under, Brainwashed Broadcast. Surprisingly, people voted for that. Yeah. Knock Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life, whole EP. The whole EP is a music video combined one thing. Landmarks, Lost in a Wave, Tala Vanilla Paste, and Whitechapel, Lost Boy. Third place for the best music video, we have a three-way tie between Bullet for My Valentine, Shatter, Knocked Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life, whole EP, and Tala Vanilla Paste. Tala haven't pushed it there. Yeah, so equal third, three-way tie, each with 0%, no votes in the finals, but obviously they made it through round one, so they round out third place. Second place for the best music video, Bullet for My Valentine, Parasite, and Landmarks, Lost in a Wave. Equal second, two-way tie, each with 12.5% of the votes. So there you go, Bullet for My Valentine, Parasite, and Landmarks, Lost in a Wave. I love both those music videos. First place. It is a two-way tie. All ties here for the best music video. So very divided. People have their very decisive thoughts. First place, tie between Dragged Under, Brainwash Broadcast, and Whitechapel, Lost Boy, each with 37.5%, more than a third of the votes. So that is crazy. Dragged Under, Brainwash Broadcast, it was just like, yeah, cool video, decent music video, it was good. Nothing special for me, nothing great, nothing compared to Whitechapel, Lost Boy, nothing compared to Bullet for My Valentine, Shatter, nothing compared to Landmarks, Lost in a Wave for me, nothing compared to Not Close to Tear in the Fabric of Life. But fans love it, so yeah, that's what it is. Dragged Under, Brainwash Broadcast, and Whitechapel, Lost Boy, each with 37.5%, more than a third of the votes, coming equal first for the best music video of the year. My top three: third, Bullet for My Valentine, Shatter, and Whitechapel, Lost Boy, equal third, two-way tie. Second, Convictions, The War That Followed Me Home, and Phineas, The Fire Itself, equal second, two-way tie. Crazy music videos, absolutely love them. They are so torn. I could put Phineas, The Fire Itself in third, remove Bullet, Shatter, and Whitechapel, Lost Boy, but like Convictions and Phineas, The War That Followed Me Home, The Fire Itself are just that close. And in first place for my top three of best music video of the year, Landmarks, Lost in a Wave. I cannot get enough of that. It is so good. The setting, the colors, everything. The meaning behind, I guess, the song that's portrayed in the music video, everything. Chef's kiss. Next category, the best standalone single cover art, excluding albums, EPs with the same cover. So the top 6 finalists for the best standalone single cover art: Attila, Clarity, Bleed From Within, I Am Damnation, Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood, Bullet for My Valentine, Shatter, Ephemy, Resurgence, and myself, Love, Attraction, and Beauty in a Bad State of Mind. So pretty big top 6 finalists for the best standalone single cover art. As you know, I love art. I love the cover art. Like, from what I see, sometimes if the cover art's not good, the songs aren't good. The art form, the music isn't good. Which is kind of weird, but it doesn't really matter because, like, songs can be different to the art, you know? But they need to flow. Like, they need to both be brilliant to be, like, that number one song, top tier echelon, you know? Yeah, so top 6: Attila, Clarity, Bleed From Within, I Am Damnation, Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood, Bullet for My Valentine, Shatter, Ephemy, Resurgence, myself, Love, Attraction, and Beauty in a Bad State of Mind. Best standalone single cover art: Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood, pulling with 12.5% of the votes, coming in third, definitive. That's Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood. Second, we have Bleed From Within, I Am Damnation, and myself, Love, Attraction, and Beauty in a Bad State of Mind. Equal second, two-way tie, each with 25%, a quarter of the votes. So polling more than Brand Sacrifice, Lifeblood in third. That's Bleed From Within, I Am Damnation, and Thom, myself, Love, Attraction, and Beauty in a Bad State of Mind. I'm kind of flattered there. Single cover art, I can see that happening. Like, I put time into art. I love the art. I personally still think that's some of the best of the year, but I'm not biased. I hate doing that. I hate ranking myself, putting myself up there. I'm not like that, so I'm not going to even comment on myself unless it's like, how the hell am I up there? Yeah. Top number one best standalone single cover art of the entire year. Bullet for My Valentine, Shatter. Best single for their album as well, in my opinion. Polling with 37.5%, which is more than a third of the votes, more than obviously second place with 25%. There you go. Bullet for My Valentine, Shatter is the best standalone single cover art of 2021, the 2020 Kenobi Killer Awards. Personally, my top three, I have in third Attila, Clarity. Very cool. That's very similar to Betraying the Masters, Black Hole. I do just like Attila, Clarity, that edge more. Second, Brand of Sacrifice and Of Sulfur, Behind the Hand of God. Equal second, two-way tie there. And first, I have the exact same as the fans, Bullet for My Valentine, Shatter. As you know, I'm a massive BFMP fan. They are my favourite band. They probably always will be. I've done so many videos on them before on live stream. Did a live reaction to the brand new album about 2 months ago. Have their vinyl as well. I'll grab that later in the back. Yeah, my favorite single cover art of the year and the fans, and my favorite single from them for their album. Now we move on to single of the year, the best single. Crazy stuff. This is where it gets quite tense now. We've moved on from the art, moved on from the biggest surprise and the best new blood, etc., and the best music video. And I've got the songs. This is where they're coming in. Single of the year. Top 7 finalists: Aviana Rage, Darker US Dragon Chaser, Ice Nine Kills, Funeral Derangements, Lorna Shore to the Hellfire, Tala, Vanilla Paste, myself, Somehow, Don't Know How, Love, Attraction, and Beauty in a Bad State of Mind, the full AA side single, 2 songs if you didn't know. And that's classified as a single. I released it as a single, so yeah, 2 songs there. And We Came as Romans, Daggers. Oh, crazy stuff. Yeah, single of the year. It is going to be super tight. All of these songs, except for Tala, Vanilla Paste, are in like my top 400 songs ever. Take out We Came as Romans, Daggers, the rest are in like my top 300. So that's crazy. Tala, Vanilla Paste is like 900. So out of 5.5K, that's crazy. Like, yeah. So here we are, third place, definitive, Tala, Vanilla Paste, polling with 12.5% of the votes. So that is the third best single of the year, Tala, Vanilla Paste. The fan voted with 12.5% of the votes. Second place, we have a 2-way tie. Ice Nine Kills, Funeral Derangements, and Lorna Shore to the Hellfire. Each with 25%, a quarter of the votes, and they're both kind of deathcore songs. Lorna Shore to the Hellfire, obviously that song is just deathcore central. That's deathcore town, man. That's black and deathcore as well. Ice Nine Kills, Funeral Derangement, not specifically a deathcore song, but it has deathcore elements in it. That is why I love it. Lorna Shore to the Hellfire is my 11th favorite song ever. So yeah, Ice Nine Kills, Funeral Derangement is like 300. That was the best single for their album this year. So yeah, there you go. First, I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know who voted for this, but I've won first place definitively, no tie, for single of the year. Maybe it's because I had the advantage of 2 songs, but who knows? Myself, Thom Kenobi, Love, Attraction, and Beauty in a Bad State of Mind, 4 AA side single, polling with 37.5%, which is more than a third of the votes for single of the year. I've won best single of the year. I don't know how. I didn't vote for it, so Yeah, fancy. And I don't believe you guys for a second. I don't think I'm up there with bloody beating Ice Nine Kills, Funeral Derangements, and Lorna Shore to the Hellfire by quite a bit, let alone Vanilla Paste, and the others that didn't get voted for, including Aviana Rage, Darker US Dragon Chaser, and We Came as Romans Daggers. I don't know, that's what you guys said. So there you go. Official top 3, Vanilla Paste, Ice Nine Kills, Funeral Derangements, and Lorna Shore to the Hellfire. And myself, Love Attraction Beauty in a Bad State of Mind. My top 3 personally, Nail Wound Hostile in 3rd place. Kind of realised it wasn't a single though. I swear it was, because that's how I found out about it and listened to it first. Thought it was a single release for their EP, or a single release on the day when their EP released, so promoting it. I'm not too sure if it was like a single before. I haven't seen that anywhere. If not, I've included it in the form, so we'll say Nail Wound Hostile. Only song I have by them, obviously. That's the only song I've ever heard from them, so that is a banger, like banger city, banger central, man. Instead, if it's not a single, Aviana Rage. Nail Wound Hostile is my, let's have a look. Let's get up a playlist right here. It is my 43rd favourite song in the world. And Aviana Rage is my 52nd favourite song in the world. So there you go. That's what comes into 3rd place in my top 3 for single of the year. 2nd best single of the year for me personally, Lorna Shore to the Hellfire. Crazy song. No, I don't understand how that's music, man. Unexplainable, inexplainable. I don't know what the hell is even going on in that song. I kind of do now. I really get the gist of things. Love my deathcore, love the deathcore side of things. It's certain deathcore I kind of like though. Lorna Shore to the Hellfire tops it off. Best deathcore song I've heard ever yet. Obviously, I'm still going through my band discography list where I have a bunch of bands / artists listed. Go through your entire discographies, grab every single song that I like and rank it and playlist, put it in place, whatever. Rank favorite bands, blah blah. Lorna Shore are my 4th favorite band. Only went through their discography about a month ago. And yeah, To the Hellfire I heard obviously when it released a single in June, because it's got the sickest, gnarliest, heaviest breakdown I've possibly ever heard. Probably. Yeah. So that's my 2nd personal single of the year for their EP and I Return to Nothingness. 1st best single of the year for me. Sorry, almost burped. Best single of the year, Landmarks Rainfall. Realized I should have put Rainfall in for best single instead of Paralyzed, because in the former I have Paralyzed in, and I have Lost in a Wave in for best music video, and I also have Paralyzed in for best song. So probably should have removed Paralyzed from best single, put Rainfall in there, and kept Paralyzed in best song, and have Lost in a Wave for music video, because Rainfall is my 5th favorite song of all time. Sorry, 6th. Paralyzed is my 5th. So Paralyzed is my 5th favorite song of all time. Rainfall is my 6th. And Lost in a Wave is my 16th. So that album is crazy, especially with those big hits. Yeah, so take your pick there. Landmarks, Rainfall / Paralyzed. Which one? I'm gonna go for Rainfall, but the thing is I wrote Paralyzed in the form, so if you want to be technical, Landmarks, Paralyzed. But I'm saying Landmarks, Rainfall, they're my top 3. And an official fans voting, single of the year, best single, Kenobi Killer Awards, 2021 winners. You've got 3rd place, Vanilla Paste, 2nd place, Two-Way Tie, Ice Nine Kills, Funeral Derangements, and Lorna Shore to the Hellfire, and myself, Love, Attraction, and Beauty in a Bad State of Mind, the full AA side single. Now we move on to the next category, the Best Standalone EP Cover Art, excluding albums with the same cover. So obviously it has to be Standalone EP Cover Art. The top 5 finalists: Cane Hill, Crew de la Mort, Volume 1, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Desertion, Sunset, Knocked Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life, Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness, and Tala Taladdin. So a Disney cover EP of the Aladdin soundtrack. Yes. So in third place we have the best standalone EP cover art, Tala Taladdin, polling with 12.5% of the votes. Second place, Cane Hill, Crew de la Mort Volume 1, in a two-way tie with Knocked Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life, each with 25%, a quarter of the votes. Cane Hill, Crew de la Mort Volume 1 barely does too much at all for my EP cover art, the cover art for me. Knocked Loose, Tear in the Fabric of Life, absolutely love it. Not the best in my opinion though. And it has come second. And the fans seem to love Cane Hill. Tala Taladdin, it's kind of funny because it's Aladdin soundtrack, and instead of Aladdin, they've written Taladdin. It's okay. EP cover art is good, but again, doesn't do anything for him. But the fans seem to like it. Topping it off, in first place, the best standalone EP cover art is Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness, as it bloody should be, polling with 37.5%, more than a third of the votes. Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness is, as you'll probably find out later, is one of my favourite cover arts of the year, or one of my favourite pieces of cover art of the year, and ever. So very big, very big. My personal top 3 best EP cover art of the year. Third, Desertion, Sunset. No one voted for that one. Got through to the finals though. Love it. It's, if you haven't seen it, you probably have on my forms. It is kind of like an archway with black background archway. And it's just got this picture of someone standing there looking out into the ocean, the waves, and it's just a literal sunset, and it's just like orange and like blue and green. I've used that so many times today, but it is beautiful, and I love that stuff in nature, like beauty, waves, sunsets, etc. So top 3, Desertion, Sunset. Third, second, Knocked Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life. Great EP cover art. And first, Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness, the same as the fans. Knocked Loose is second also for the fans, equal tied with Cane Hill. Knocked Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life. Once I saw that release, obviously because I released after Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness, I was like, oh, they've gone with the Lorna Shore type cover art, with like the strip down the left-hand side, with all the details like title, the tracks, track names, logos, band names, and then they have the art. And I love that aesthetic look. It's just great with the black, and then they did it really well with their cover art, like the red and the image on it. And same with Lorna Shore with the blue and then the red and the scythe even. Brilliant. And that moves us on to EP of the year, the best EP. Top 7 finalists: Cane Hill, Crew de la Mort, Volume 1. Katahdin, No Longer Room for Us. Knocked Loose, Tearing the Fabric of Life. Lorna Shore, and I Return to Nothingness. Of Mice and Men, Bloom. Structures, None of the Above. Tala Taladdin. Third best EP of the year, Katahdin, No Longer Room for Us. Polling with 0%, no votes in the finals. Obviously made it through to round 1, so that's the best EP of the year as voted for by the fans. Round 1, Katahdin, No Longer Room for Us. Second best EP, Cane Hill, Crew de la Mort, Volume 1. Knocked Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life. Of Mice and Men, Bloom. And Structures, None of the Above. Equal second, 4-way tie, each with 12.5% of the votes. For the best EP of the year, that's Cane Hill, Crew de la Mort, Volume 1. Knocked Loose, A Tear in the Fabric of Life. Mice and Men, Bloom. And Structures, None of the Above, all in equal second. First place for best EP of the year. we have a two-way tie. Can you guess? I'm sure you can guess at least one of them. My Boys, Lorna Shore, and I Return to Nothingness, and Tala to Aladdin, which is a Patreon exclusive only EP. There's one single, Friend Like Me, released everywhere else. And yeah, it's great. It is my 19th favorite song of all time. So that is absolutely crazy. A little bit stupid. It's a Disney cover, but that's even crazier. I haven't heard the original song, but I could tell for a fact it's a bloody Disney song. I've switched it on its head, flipped it on its head completely. And I don't know if the fans, you guys have listened to the whole thing on Patreon. I haven't. But yeah, based off that Friend Like Me song, I guess most people have heard that. It is equal to first with Lorna Shore and Our Return to Nothingness for the best EP of the year, each with 25%, a quarter of the votes, compared to the second four-way tie with 12.5% of the votes. Personally, my top three best EPs of the year: third, Tala to Aladdin. Like I said, even though I've never heard the full thing from Patreon, mainly based off my ranking of the one single Friend Like Me, 19th favorite song ever. So that's pretty amazing. Pretty headbangable, pretty bangable content. Second, Katardin, No Longer Room for Us. I think that's like my second favorite EP of all time. Yeah, and love it. Love the boys over at Katardin. Hooked me from the first listen I heard when it released. And I've been stuck onto it ever since. They are one of my favorite bands. I believe they're sixth, as I said before. And first, best EP of the year, personally for me, Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness. Nothing has beaten that. Nothing has beaten that for, since that's released, really, especially in EPs. And I'm sure for a long time, a lot of stuff in so many other categories won't beat that, including best EP. So I'll be waiting for the day when that gets overtaken as my personal ranking. Now we move on to the albums. The best standalone album cover art, top 6, Gojira, Fortitude, which was crazy. They got through it. Does nothing for me, but does it for you guys. Jacob Blizzard, Erased, which is actually my producer. So I grab instrumentals of him, and he's produced a bunch before that I've used in my officially licensed tracks. Jacob Blizzard, brilliant musician. He's amazing. Absolutely love him. His Erased album, instrumental album, it's brilliant. The cover art has gone through. I love that. It's the best album cover art from him. Landmarks, Lost in the Waves, Phineas, The Fire Itself, Wage War Manic, and Whitechapel King. In third place for the best album cover art of the year, there is a two-way tie between Gojira, Fortitude, and Phineas, The Fire Itself. Equal third, each with 12.5% of the votes. Phineas, The Fire Itself is one of my favorites. Gojira, Fortitude does nothing for me. Second place, Whitechapel Kin, polling with 25%, a quarter of the votes. Bet you thought that was going to be first. We are to a bombshell now. This is crazy. I'm telling you, get ready. Whitechapel Kin in second place for best standalone album cover art of the year, only polling with a quarter of the votes. Sir, okay then. In first place, by the way, Whitechapel Kin won round one by a mile, by like 4 votes, by a mile, in terms of percentage, to come through in the finals as the best album cover art. Here, though, overall, it's been ranked second, behind, you didn't guess it, Landmarks, Lost in the Waves. Didn't guess that unless you voted for it. Polling with 50%, half of the votes. That's twice, double what Whitechapel was voted for, Kin. With Landmarks, Lost in the Waves winning the best standalone album cover art of the entire year. Personally, my top 3, Third, I've got Convictions I Won't Survive. Brilliant, love it. Second, Phineas, The Fire Itself. A lot of people love that one. This is one of my favorites of all time. These top three are really some of my favorites of all time, to be fair. And number one, Whitechapel Kin for me. Landmarks Lost in the Waves, it's cool. It's good at the start, like before release when it got revealed, and during release and a little bit after. I was like, yeah, this is really cool. Not the best, but still some really cool cover art. It's really dropped off over time for me though, so I'd probably say it's good. It's quite cool. But yeah, like just doesn't do an overly amount heap of stuff for me. So, geez, I can't speak English tonight. I don't know what to say. But yeah, the fans love it. Landmarks Lost in the Waves for best album cover art. Cover art of the year, the best overall cover art / eye candy. Feast your eyes on this one, including singles, EPs, albums, of course. So this is everything combined. Overall, the best overall cover art of the year. Top 7 finalists. Bullet for My Valentine Shatter, which won single cover art of the year. So that's made this, as you would expect, but at least it's made this. So that's good. Shows you the fans and the voters are on the right course. Convictions I Won't Survive, Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness, Of Mice and Men, Echo, Phineas, The Fire Itself, Wage War Manic, and Whitechapel Kin. So like I said, combined singles, EPs, albums, this is the top 7 cover art of the year. Yeah, third place. Bullet for My Valentine Shatter. The single cover art of the year comes third, equal third in a 3-way tie. Got you there, didn't I? With Convictions I Won't Survive and Phineas, The Fire Itself. Equal third in a 3-way tie, each with 12.5% of the votes for the best overall cover art of the entire year. That's Bullet for My Valentine Shatter, Convictions I Won't Survive, and Phineas, The Fire Itself. Second place, definitive, no tie, Of Mice and Men, Echo. Very surprising, polling with 25%, a quarter of the votes. That definitely robbed, I feel like, Phineas of one more vote. But who knows, the fan like it. It's very detailed, it's good album cover art. Like I said, it's just not the best for me. First by the fans, first for the Kenobi Killer Awards 2021. For the best overall cover art, the top for cover art, Whitechapel's Kin, polling with 37.5%, more than a third of the votes. I'm super happy with that. It does it for me, and it seems to do it for everyone else too. Kind of crazy though that it finishes second in best album cover art, but then it comes like first in cover art of the year. So yeah, don't know where that comes in, but yeah, I don't know. I guess Landmarks just doesn't compare for the cover art of the year, yet it does for albums. So yeah, that's what you guys voted for though. My top 3 personally for best overall cover art: third, Phineas, The Fire Itself. Crazy good, love it. Literally, the album cover is on fire itself. It is the fire itself. Second, Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness. Mwah. That is, oh man, that is so good. And first, Whitechapel Kin. That's mine, personally. Phineas, The Fire Itself third, Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness second, and Whitechapel Kin first. I talked about the aesthetic look of the Lorna Shore and I Return to Nothingness cover art. But yeah, it just doesn't compare to Whitechapel Kin. It beats Phineas, The Fire Itself by an edge. Now we move on to the last 2 categories, I believe. Song of the Year, the best song of the year, the top 9 finalists. Reaching out now, we've got more finalists, top 9 here. Architects, Black Lungs. Crazy stuff. Bullet for My Valentine, Paralyzed. Crazy stuff. Very underrated and unknown track. Best track on the album, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's. But yeah, a lot of people like different tracks on that album. Very crazy. Katardin, For Hate's Sake. Best track on the EP, in my opinion. A lot of people say From Hell's Heart. Mine's For Hate's Sake. Landmarks, Paralyzed. Landmarks, Rainfall. Lorna Shore to the Hellfire. Best track on the EP. Of Mice and Men, Timeless. Scion, The Blade. Tala, Friend Like Me. Scion have cracked through again for another chance, second chance, with The Blade. For Song of the Year, which is crazy and a lot of people's favorite song from the album, mine included. Third place, Song of the Year, Best Song of the Year, Katardin, For Hate's Sake. In a three-way tie, equal third with Lorna Shore to the Hellfire. That's a bit of a surprise. And Scion the Blade. These three, each with 0%, no votes in the finals, but made it through round one. So there they are, rounding out the third place. Oh, sorry, there we are. Just had to crack my face. Don't know why. It just hurt. I'm an odd kid. Katana, For Hate's Sake, Lorna Shore to the Hellfire, and Scion the Blade. There you go. Second place for the Song of the Year. Architects, Black Lungs. Wow. Had some votes for that, which was crazy because that album, For Those That Wish to Exist, is very divided. It's either, most people say they hate it or they love it. It's okay, borderline. Like, it's straight, just through the middle for me. The middle of the charts. Like, I like it. And I like how I had switched things up, so total respect. Totally fine for me, because they've pretty much done the same stuff most of their career. But yeah, Architects, Black Lungs, Landmarks, Rainfall, Of Mice and Men, Timeless, and Tala, Friend Like Me, all for the second best Song of the Year in a four-way tie, each with 12.5% of the votes. Super crazy stuff. Super crazy stuff. There you go. Architects, Black Lungs, Landmarks, Rainfall, Of Mice and Men, Timeless, and Tala, Friend Like Me. For the best song of the entire year. I don't know how loud I am with this mic. I'm trying to emphasize right now, be real loud. Angus Castro, the best album from Bullet for My Valentine is The Poison, but that's just my opinion. That's my opinion too, big fella. That's the perfect album in this entire world. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. That's my favorite album in the entire world, and that's why I'm covering it. Full album, clean vocal cover now. Go check it out on the Whitey. Yes, obviously The Poison isn't in here because it's not a 2021 or December 2020 release. Okay, so for the number one track, the best song of the year, drum roll please. Bullet for My Valentine, Paralyzed, tied with Landmarks, Paralyzed. The two Paralyzed get up for best song of the year. Equal first tie, two-way tie, each with 25%, a quarter of the votes. That's crazy. That is bombshell town, bombshell city, you know? Bullet for My Valentine, Paralyzed. My favorite song from the new record. Landmarks, Paralyzed. My favorite song from the new record. Bullet for My Valentine, Paralyzed, I believe, is 180 for me in my favorite songs. And Landmarks, Paralyzed is 5. So Landmarks, Paralyzed edges it. It's just like the whole, like, nothingness and then drop off, like, into, like, this massive chorus. Like, just, that's the epitome of a metal chorus, kind of, for me. Landmarks, Paralyzed. Bullet for My Valentine, Paralyzed. That is one of their best songs. Underrated, unknown, unplayed. It is so good. Get on it now. The fan voted for it for equal first best song of the entire year. Okay? With 25%, a quarter of the votes, with Landmarks, Paralyzed. My top three personally, Lorna Shore to the Hellfire in third. That is so good. Second place, Landmarks, Rainfall. Again, so good, even better. Edges Lorna Shore to the Hellfire, pips it by the tiniest bit. Like I said, So the Hellfire is my 11th favourite song, Rainfall is my 6th, and then obviously first, Landmarks, Paralysed, which is my 5th favourite song. So there you go, my top 3: Lorna Shore to the Hellfire, Landmarks, Rainfall, Landmarks, Paralysed. The Song of the Year best songs, we've got Third Katardin, For Hate's Sake, Lorna Shore to the Hellfire, and Sigh on the Blade. In equal third, second place, Architects, Black Lungs, Landmarks, Rainfall, Of Mice and Men, Timeless, and Tell a Friend Like Me. First place, Bullet for My Valentine, Paralysed, and Landmarks, Paralysed. And now we move on to the last and final category of the entire stream, the entire awards ceremony, the entire thing. Everyone, as usual, like every year, has been talking about it. AOTY, Album of the Year. The best album of the year. This is what makes or breaks people's opinions. This is what does it for their favorite band or makes someone their favorite band, you know. This is what does it. Yeah, people discover new bands from here. It's the album of the year, my friends. Join in now. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm trying to pump this thing up because it's the epitome of the votes, you know. It's like the top thing. Anyway, album of the year, best album of the year, top 9 finalists. Bullet for My Valentine, obviously being a self-titled album. Convictions, I Won't Survive. Error, another self-titled. Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood. Landmarks, Lost in the Waves. Phineas, The Fire Itself. Slaughter to Prevail, Costolum. Tetrarch, Unstable. And Whitechapel Kin. Slaughter to Prevail, cult following. Ice Nine Kills, cult following. Error, a bit of a cult following. Yeah. Album of the year. They are the top 9 finalists. In third place, we have a two-way tie, each with 0%, no votes in the finals, made it through round 1, being Slaughter to Prevail, Costolum, and Tetrarch, Unstable. Banging album. Love both the bands. Slaughter to Prevail, I like their first album, Misery Sermon, better than Costolum. I like their EP the best from their discography, Chapters of Misery, but Costolum being the album they released this year, we did get some votes for it in round 1. Didn't make it, didn't progress into the finals. Didn't progress far into the finals. Equal third with Tetrarch, Unstable, banging album. I feel like they're super unknown because they were voted for so much in round 1, but just not in the finals. They made it through again, but just didn't get voted for. Not good enough, I guess. Unfortunately, because a lot of the songs are in my top 100 as well, especially from that album Unstable. Second best album of the year, we have a 6-way tie. Yeah, you heard me right, a 6-way tie. We have not had that yet. The biggest we've had is a 4-way. This is a 6-way tie for second place. Only second place for album of the year. Convictions, I Won't Survive. Error, self-titled. Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood. Landmarks, Lost in the Waves. Phineas, The Fire Itself, and Whitechapel Kin. All equal second in a 6-way tie, each with 12.5% of the votes. That's Convictions, I Won't Survive, Error, Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood. Oh, almost coughed, so burped again. Hybrid, Landmarks, Lost in the Waves, Phineas, The Fire Itself, and Whitechapel Kin. That is crazy. Landmarks I thought would have got up there, especially being album cover art, but again, a little bit different. Convictions, I can see, so glad they got up there. I love Convictions. Error, bit of a cult following. Thought they would have got up there more. They didn't. Ice Nine Kills, Inc. Cult following. Thought that would have got up there more. Everyone. That had the most, I think, album of the year, album of the year comments that I saw. But it's come second place, tied with 5 others. And Phineas, That a couple of people listed album of the year. I think more people just thoroughly loved it and enjoyed that one more. And Whitechapel Kin, that was the thing I saw the most album of the year, including myself, which is very crazy for what you're about to hear. Very crazy, okay? I tell you, I'm warning you. Don't know if it's a good bad thing in your mind. It is a brilliant thing in my mind and in my heart. And I'm so proud of my guys and my boys for achieving it. Whitechapel Kin. There you go. As most people thought that would be album of the year, it's not. It is not for the fans. It is not, apparently. We will wait up a little bit to cause suspense. Right, I just announced it soon. I can't be bothered anymore. I'll wait a little bit more to cause suspense. Let's hope I don't lose views. Gonna have to go watch the rest later. Oh no, my suspense trick did not work. I think my lip is cracking. Oh god, it is. We will announce it soon, you know, because biggest thing, I mean, like, why not? Also, I've just got distractions going around the place, so we'll wait for that too. Yes. You know what? Let's just announce it now. Album of the year is Bullet for My Valentine, self-titled, polling with 25%, a quarter of the votes, taking home the crown as the top of the best of the best. Literally, that is the best of the entire year. Bullet for My Valentine, self-titled album, polling with only a quarter of the votes, 25%. What the hell for album of the year? Because it is so divided with a 6-way tie for second and no votes for third in the finals, which is crazy. Bullet for My Valentine beating Convictions I Won't Survive, Error, Ice Nine Kills the Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood, Landmarks Lost in the Waves, Phineas the Fire Itself, and Whitechapel Kin, as well as Slaughter to Prevail, Crossform, and Tetrarch Unstable. Crazy stuff. I'll let that settle in with you guys for a little bit. That is absolutely crazy, dude. Like, what the hell? I feel so bad about that stupid suspense trick. I don't know what that was. Why not do it? Plus, I had distractions going on in the house, you know, so it's just like, we'll wait off for them. Meet us. Don't know why I felt like doing that. I just felt like doing that. But yeah, we'll wait for them a little bit. But wow, there you go. What a bombshell. BFMV, Bullet for My Valentine, becoming crowned as Album of the Year by you guys and the metal community. And it's reached places, I'll tell you that. Discord, man, Nick Nocturnal's Discord server, a lot of people voted for in there. That's probably where I got the most votes, and my channel, I guess. All right, boys, sorry about that. We are back. I had a little bit of disruption. That's okay. I'll see if I can cut that out of the stream on the YouTube studio. Not sure if that works. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. If anyone actually was, not too sure. Either way, I marked chapters on the playback. So, yes. Anyway, that's crazy. We just went through best album. I'll run you through again really quickly. If you've got third best album of the year, Slaughter to Prevail, Crossform, and Tetrarch Unstable. 0% no votes in the finals. Made it through round one, so there you go. Second, 6-way tie between Convictions I Won't Survive, Error, Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood. Landmarks Lost in the Waves, Phineas the Fire Itself, and Whitechapel Kin, each with 12.5% of the votes, and taking out the crown as the best of the best thing of the year, number one album of the year, best album, Bullet for My Valentine, polling with 25%, only a quarter of the votes, and still winning album of the year with only 5%. That is something else. My personal top three is what we're up to now. We didn't get up to that before the interruption. My personal top three is third, Bullet for My Valentine, self-titled. As you know, they are my favorite band. I have made live streams before with the reaction, with the full live set for the first show back in 18 months, November 1st this year, at Motorpoint Nottingham Arena in England. Full set, 4K, 60 FPS. Check it out if you haven't already. Thank you for the views on that. It's got 4K. Anyway, top three for me, Bullet for My Valentine, self-titled. I've got the vinyl. I'll grab it out in a second for you guys. I don't have a holder though, and I don't want to pull out the disc, so I'll just show you the art probably. And I do have a signed postcard from them, so it's pretty cool. It's a merch. So yes. Anyway, I'm the vinyl. Anyway, top three: Bullet for My Valentine. Second, Convictions, I Won't Survive, and Phineas the Fire Itself. I haven't actually got around to Phineas on my discography list yet, but based on the three singles I've heard, being In the Night, The Fire Itself, and Eternally Apart, they all rank higher in the Convictions album. I've listened to Convictions, I Won't Survive, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, equal second two-way tie between Convictions, I Won't Survive, and Phineas the Fire Itself. So yeah, obviously from the three singles I've heard, I would put Phineas a slight bit higher than Convictions, I Won't Survive. But I don't truthfully, honestly know, because I haven't listened to the full album of Phineas the Fire Itself, whereas Convictions, I Won't Survive, I have about 1 million times. And I can't get enough of it. Yeah, so I'll put them as an equal tie and second for my top three for album of the year. And my album of the year, number one, as like a lot of people said, most people, I'd say at least half of the community, Whitechapel Kin. The fans voted for Bullet for My Valentine, which I'm totally fine with and I kind of agree with. But I just see Whitechapel Kin as more of that album. I mean, like, they're both great, awesome, brilliant albums. And the thing is, they both flow super smoothly from front to back, obviously, and disc to disc and everything, and side A to side B, etc., etc. But I just, Whitechapel Kin, it just, I don't know, it just reflects as like the best album of the year, if you know what I mean. Deathcore, they've taken a spin on things, gone very progressive, that was the word I was looking for. Tool vibe, love it. Bullet for Valentine have gone very heavy, love it. Breakdown, very like crazy chorus. Also a little bit progressive as well. Very progressive, actually, sorry. But it's that way by the heaviness. So it's very even. Whitechapel Kin is just like better though. Yeah. Yeah, two different genres, but they're great in their own way, as well as Convictions, I Won't Survive, and Phineas the Fire Itself in second. They are my personal three. There we are. There's the Kenobi Killer Awards 2021 winners / award recipients. Yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys, especially Angus Castro. He tuned in for about half of it, second half. Had to go early, that's all right. I still agree with you, obviously. It's not going to change just like that. Best album from Bullet for Valentine is The Poison. That is my opinion. Like I said, obviously, though, I can't put that in here because it's not the shit. I will grab the vinyl real quick now, actually, so hold on. Okay, so this is what we have. We have signed postcard. This one is completely coincidental when I got it. So I got another one sent to me from Artist First. Maybe bit of it's out. I don't know. Go check them out if you want. Yeah, signed by Jason Bold, Michael Padgett, Jamie Mathias, and Matthew Tuck, the 4 band members of Bullet for My Valentine, for their new record. I will show you so I have 2 of these now because this one was all Christmas got sent to me and got another one sent to me. I'll show the other one in a second, but here we are. Here is the vinyl. Sheesh, let's go. Bullet for My Valentine, self-titled. Added the logo on the album cover art, which is great. Back of it. There we are. Side A and side B. Etc. Art. Track lists. Etc. You can see the production of my PlayStation in the background. Yeah. Obviously, you probably know what's in the vinyl by now. If you don't, a little showcase, I guess. I have this, which is just like lyric sheet, stuff like that. All lyrics for every single song there. And just, I guess, like words and stuff from the band members, stuff like that. Thank you, stuff like that. We also have the signed postcard, the better version, and the disc. I will grab that out in a second, though. Let's grab this one. Here we are. Here is the best copy. Got it like 2 days ago in the mail. So yeah, got it for a birthday present as well. It's just after it came out that we are. I don't know whose signature is whose. That looks like it says JB, which I'm guessing is Jason Bolt, the drummer. I don't know about the rest though. So as you can see, I now have 2 of these, which is crazy. Some of my favorite guys, favorite band, favorite artists. Don't know what to do with the other one. Currently I have this one, bad one on display, and this one, safe, and trying not to touch, as well as everything in the vinyl. Got a bunch of money already, and I'm hoping to get more for Christmas, so I can buy more vinyls. So that is going to be awesome. Might do some vinyl showcasing on the channel. There you go though. There's the vinyl. Sheesh. Album of the year, boys. Yeah. I'll put this away really quickly. Right, there we are. I also have a limited edition pre-order vinyl gold disc. I just didn't want to show it, obviously, because I don't want to get. Don't mind the flexing. Wasn't really trying to flex, more stretching. Also have gold disc. Didn't want to show that obviously because I didn't want to get fingerprints all over it. And I didn't want to like cause an accident, fall out, whatever. So let's go. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas Eve. I will not see you tomorrow because I will not be uploading because it's Christmas. And I'll be doing stuff. I was about to say I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know why I said that. Subscribe. Get me to 500 subscribers by tomorrow. I'm serious. Thank you so much. I'm 497 currently. Yes, we'll put chapters on this, so hopefully we won't have to watch the stupid little interruption thing. But it is what it is. Thanks for the voting. Thanks for an awesome year that's almost been. Spectacular content still coming this year. I probably have one more video planned for this year. Might have 2 out. I'm not going to say what the video is. But the second one, which might come a little early next year, would be the video crowning the winners of the whole Kenobi Killer Awards 2021. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Merry Christmas. Give the Poison full album clean vocal cover a spin. Tears Don't Fall came out today. My cover. Second one, actually. Much better than the original I did a year ago. Thanks for tuning in. Merry Christmas and eat us.